Hey everyone, I wanted to start kind of a new series. Basically, it's just me telling you kind of things about myself. And since mainly just my friends watch these videos, I'm gonna tell you things that you might not know about me. Here's something that I don't think hardly anyone knows about me, is that I love the 80s. I love the music, I love the style, I love the old arcade games, I love the movies. I have a few theories of why I like the 80s so much. My first theory is my mom. When I was growing up, my mom always talked about the 80s, how that's one of her favorite decades. She introduced me to a lot of music from the 80s, a lot of the movies. My mom had a huge influence on me on a lot of things in my life. But another reason why I think I like the 80s so much is because I was born in 1989. All my friends growing up were born in the 90s. I've always had younger friends, and I always felt really cool saying that I was born in the 80s. Even though it's just the last year in the 80s, I don't know, I just feel like that made me like just a little bit cooler than everyone else I knew. Now, this is probably the biggest factor of why I like the 80s. My husband, he loves the 80s. He loves it more than I do. He's obsessed with the music. Like, that's the only music he listens to. He loves 80s movies. He's just a big 80s fanatic. So he's a big influence on why I like the 80s. He introduced me to a lot of the stuff. That's just a small little thing that makes me, me. I'm wanting to do a series. I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to make about it, but about just things that make me, me. Maybe not huge things, but, you know, little things. Because I know liking the 80s isn't a huge influence on my personality, but it does influence you a little bit. I do love the 90s also because I was a 90s child and I grew up in the 90s, so I also love the 90s. Just something about the 80s that I just feel like I wish I could have been more part of that decade. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time.